Almonds are one of the healthiest foods you can eat every day, but only if you eat them the right way. At first, they seem like the perfect snack. Simple, natural, easy to carry, and packed with nutrients. You've probably heard that almonds are good for your heart, your skin, your brain. They're rich in healthy fats, vitamin E, fiber, and they're often recommended as part of a healthy daily routine. So it makes sense that many people just grab a handful whenever they feel like it. Maybe in the morning, maybe as a quick snack, maybe late at night. Sometimes roasted, sometimes salted, sometimes straight out of a bag without even thinking. It feels like a safe choice, a healthy habit. But here's where things start to get interesting. Because almonds are not just a simple snack. They're highly concentrated. That means a small amount can provide real benefits, but it also means the way you eat them matters more than you think. Maybe you've been eating too many, assuming more is better. Maybe you've only been eating roasted almonds because they taste better. Or maybe you've never thought about how preparation, timing, or even something as simple as soaking could affect how your body uses them. On the surface, none of these habits seem like a problem. In fact, they feel like you're doing something good for your health. But inside your body, a very different story might be happening. From reduced nutrient absorption to unnecessary calorie intake, even digestive discomfort. These are the subtle ways your daily almond habit might not be working as well as you think. So in this video, we're going to break down the right way to eat almonds daily, using simple science so you can actually get the benefits they're known for. The biggest problem with almonds isn't that people avoid them. It's that they treat them like a simple, harmless snack that can be eaten in any way, at any time, without thinking about how the body actually processes them. One of the most common mistakes is eating too many almonds. Because they're labeled as healthy, it's easy to fall into the mindset that more is better. You grab a handful, then another, and before you realize it, you've eaten far more than your body actually needs. What many people overlook is that almonds are very calorie-dense. They contain healthy fats, which are beneficial but also highly concentrated. So while a small portion supports your body, large amounts can quickly lead to excess calorie intake without you even noticing. Another mistake is relying only on roasted or salted almonds. These are the most common forms you'll find in stores, and they're designed to taste better and be more convenient. But during the roasting process, especially at high temperatures, some of the natural nutrients can be altered. Add in the extra sodium from salted versions, and what started as a healthy food can become something less balanced, especially if consumed regularly. Then there's the issue of preparation, or rather, the lack of it. Most people eat almonds exactly as they come, without ever considering soaking them. It's not something widely talked about, so it feels unnecessary. But skipping this step can affect how your body digests almonds. Their natural outer layer contains compounds that can make digestion slower and reduce how efficiently nutrients are absorbed. Timing is another factor that often goes unnoticed. Almonds are frequently eaten as a late-night snack, especially when people are trying to choose something healthier than processed foods. But your body doesn't process food the same way at night as it does during the day. Digestion slows down, and eating dense, fat-rich foods during this time may not be as efficient. And finally, there's the expectation problem. Many people start eating almonds daily because they've heard about benefits like better skin, improved heart health, or even weight management. But they expect these results to happen quickly. When they don't, it can lead to confusion or frustration. The reality is, almonds support your body gradually. They're not a quick fix. All of these habits feel normal. They don't seem like mistakes. But together, they shape how your body responds to almonds and whether you actually get the benefits you're expecting. To really understand why these habits affect how almonds work in your body, you have to look deeper at what almonds actually are. Not just a snack, but a concentrated source of nutrients that interact with your body in specific ways. Let's start with their most important characteristic: density. Almonds are packed with healthy fats, particularly monounsaturated fats, which are known to support heart health and provide long-lasting energy. But fat is also the most calorie-dense macronutrient. This means that even a small handful of almonds contains a significant amount of energy. When you eat them in moderation, your body uses this energy efficiently. But when you eat too many, especially without awareness, that excess energy has nowhere to go. Over time, this can lead to an imbalance, even if the source is technically healthy. Now consider what happens when almonds are roasted or processed. Heat changes the structure of fats. While lightly roasting almonds may preserve much of their nutritional value, high-temperature processing can begin to alter these fats and reduce some of the beneficial compounds, including certain antioxidants. Add salt into the mix, and you introduce another variable. Sodium in excess can affect your body's fluid balance and may counteract some of the benefits you're aiming for. So while roasted almonds may taste better, they're not always the most efficient option for your body. Then there's the question of soaking almonds, which is often overlooked. Almonds have a natural outer layer that contains compounds sometimes referred to as enzyme inhibitors. These compounds are part of the seed's natural defense system, but they can make digestion slightly more difficult for your body. When you soak almonds in water, this outer layer softens, and those compounds are reduced. This makes the almonds easier to digest and allows your body to access nutrients more efficiently. It's a simple process, but it changes how your body interacts with the food. Digestion itself is another key factor. Almonds require proper chewing to break down their structure. If you eat them quickly and don't chew thoroughly, larger pieces reach your digestive system, making it harder for your body to fully extract the nutrients. This means that even though you're eating something healthy, your body may not be getting everything it could from it. Something as simple as slowing down and chewing more can significantly improve how effective almonds are in your diet. Timing also plays a role, even if it's subtle. During the day, your metabolism is more active. Your body is prepared to digest, absorb, and use nutrients efficiently. But at night, especially close to sleep, your system begins to slow down. Eating almonds late at night means your body is processing a dense, fat-rich food at a time when it's not fully optimized to do so. This doesn't mean almonds are harmful at night, but it does mean they may not provide the same benefit as they would earlier in the day. And finally, there's the idea of expectations. Almonds support long-term health. The vitamin E they contain contributes to skin health. The fats support heart function, and the fiber helps with satiety. But none of these effects happen instantly. They build gradually, as part of consistent habits. When people expect quick changes, they misunderstand how nutrition works at a deeper level. When you bring all of these pieces together, calorie density, processing, soaking, digestion, timing, and expectations, you start to see a pattern. Almonds are not just about what you eat. They're about how your body is able to use what you eat. And that difference is what determines whether almonds truly benefit you or simply become another overlooked habit. So once you understand how almonds actually work in your body, the solution becomes much simpler than most people expect. You don't need to remove almonds from your diet or follow anything complicated. You just need to adjust how you use them so your body can truly benefit. The first step is controlling your portion size. Because almonds are so nutrient-dense, a small amount is more than enough. Around 15 to 25 almonds per day gives your body the nutrients it needs without overwhelming it with excess calories. This shift alone can make a big difference, especially if you've been eating them mindlessly. Instead of treating almonds like something you snack on endlessly, you begin to use them intentionally. Next, focus on the quality of the almonds you choose. Whenever possible, go for raw or lightly roasted almonds without added salt. This helps preserve the natural fats and nutrients while avoiding unnecessary sodium. If you're used to heavily roasted or flavored almonds, the difference might feel subtle at first. But over time, your body responds better to foods that are closer to their natural state. One of the most effective changes you can make is soaking almonds. This is a simple habit that many people overlook, but it has a real impact. By soaking almonds overnight in water, you soften their outer layer and make them easier to digest. In the morning, you can peel the skin if you want, and eat them in a way that allows your body to absorb nutrients more efficiently. It doesn't take much effort, but it changes how your body interacts with them. Then there's timing. Instead of eating almonds late at night, try including them earlier in your day. Morning or midday is when your body is more active and better prepared to process nutrients. Eating almonds during this time gives your body the opportunity to use that energy more effectively, rather than storing or struggling to process it later. And finally, focus on consistency instead of intensity. Almonds are not meant to create dramatic changes overnight. Their value comes from being part of your routine over time. When you eat them regularly, in the right amount and in the right way, they support your body gradually, helping with satiety, supporting heart health, and contributing to overall balance. When you combine all of these habits, portion control, better quality, soaking, proper timing, and consistency, you turn almonds from a simple snack into something that truly supports your health. Now, when you think about almonds, they probably feel a little different. Not just as a quick snack you grab without thinking, but as something that actually responds to how you use it. Because the truth is, almonds are not powerful just because they're healthy. They're powerful because of how your body processes them, and that depends on the small choices you make every day. How much you eat, how you prepare them, and when you include them in your routine. And most of the time, it's not about doing something completely wrong. It's about doing something slightly off, consistently. Eating too many, choosing heavily processed versions, skipping simple steps like soaking, or expecting fast results without giving your body time to respond. So take a moment and think about your own habits. How have you been eating almonds? Are you using them in a way that truly supports your body, or just following routine without awareness? I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and share how you usually eat almonds and whether you're going to change anything after this. And if you know someone who eats almonds every day but isn't seeing the benefits they expect, share this video with them. It might completely change how they use them. If you want more simple, science-based nutrition tips that actually make sense, make sure you subscribe and stay with us. Because in the next video, we're going to break down other healthy foods that most people are eating the wrong way.